Guys, it is 1:45 in the morning and we are headed for North Carolina. 18.5-hour drive. We're leaving right now. Epic road trip. Here we come. So we're somewhere in the middle of Indiana, right? All right, I made it to North Carolina. 7:30. I left at 2 o'clock this morning. We're here. All right, we made it to North Carolina. We're here. Woo! Matthew Kelly, glazing pots. It's very late. I think I'll be up for like almost 24 hours when we're done with this, probably. It's gonna be awesome. What do we have?
So this is actually only half of this middle stack. Like I do another set just like this right here.
All right, I'm staying in an Airbnb, North Carolina, in Seagrove on Main Street, and there is like gorgeous pottery everywhere. It's actually really sweet. Look at all that sweet pottery. Wood-fired mug. We're in Seagrove. Last night we got in pretty late, but we went straight to Matthew Kelly's, started glazing some pots because today is a very big day. So the plan for the whole weekend is today we got to finish glazing and loading the whole wood kiln. So like a ton more pots. Matthew said last time there was 600 pots. We have plenty of pots this time. So then we start the fire tonight, and it just is kind of like a low campfire heat to just preheat everything overnight Thursday night. And then all day tomorrow, it goes up 100 degrees an hour until we get to 2200 degrees Friday night. And then overnight, Friday night, it goes from 2200 to 2300. And then Saturday morning is like the big day where we ramp it up all the way to 2400, which is like cone. Some of the parts of the kiln get to like cone 14, which is super hot. So we're heading back over to Matthew Kelly. It's gonna be a very big, long day today. And then after we get going, then people kind of take shifts and you go in 6-hour shifts. Seagrove is just so cool. If you love pottery, you gotta go to Seagrove at some point. It is America's #1 town for craft lovers. It's pretty crazy, actually. So much good pottery here. All right, here we are. There she is.
I know him, but what about the father?
How many hours do you think it takes to load this whole thing?
Normally takes like 2 8-hour days of loading.
Such a painstaking process.
It is, yeah.
What? We got the John Potter shelf right here. Matthew just loaded this guy. These are all my mugs, aren't they?
Yeah, and your one planter over there.
One planter. Let's hope this is a good shelf. Pot going in.
We do have to put water on it.
If you can, all right, look at the bottom and see if it's high
You're
enough.
good. Yeah, you're good. Keep going. You're good. You got like 3 inches.
Sweet, those things are heavy.
Yeah.
I did. Whoa. Don't sneeze like that while we're doing this.
So you can zoom in, I'll get it in this position.
Alright, how's it feel to be loaded?
Feels amazing. Super stressful until this point, then it's just a sigh of relief.
So good.
That's if you kind of like take it and smear up like this. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like, had the ability to kind of like.
To start the kiln, making the fire. Alright, do you have any special words to say before we do this?
No, this is just one of my favorite parts because that means the kiln's loaded and we're ready to rock and roll.
Ready to rock and roll.
Oh, here we go.
Fire. Happy
Woo!
Firing number 4.
What's up, guys? Alright, we're in day 2 at North Carolina. We started the kiln last night at 10 p.m. Someone was there all night last night, kind of just stoking it a little bit, and then today we start ramping it up. Let's do it!
in the front primer. The back is at 1150. It's a cone 012, which is about 1500 degrees. Has gone down in the cone pack on the front. On the bottom, did is I went ahead and pushed the active dampers in the chimney so that we could start working on that reduction atmosphere. And so as you see the kind of the black smoke starting to form there above the opening, that's going to help retain a little bit more of the heat in the wear chamber versus just sucking it all through into and out the chimney. And also it starts that reduction atmosphere, which helps color the clay body. And so it just gives a lot more color to the clay and to the glazes as well. It affects those. But yeah, we'll do some version of this all the way through tonight, and then we'll open the whole kiln up tomorrow morning when we want to get the peak temperature.
Oh yeah, there you go. Holy hotness. So yeah, you can see that cone way back in there. It's bent already. Check out all those pots. Dave's taking over for us. Check this thing out. So as I walk around this kiln right now, I can just feel a massive amount of heat. Look how big this thing is. So big and so hot. You gotta get some wood in here. So pretty much the pattern has been we put some hardwood in, we put some of the poplar or the pine, which is, I guess, not hardwood. Put the face through there. I can feel it on my ears. There you go. Guys, we are here day 3, and today is when we're finishing firing the wood kiln. So last night I left at 10:30 and it was at 2000 degrees, and someone came at midnight to 6 a.m. to hold it at like 2200 degrees for the whole night. We had 3 of us, so me and Matt and another girl, Erin. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this right now. Look at the flame coming out of, oh, can you even see it? Look at that. That's the flame coming out of the top of the chimney. Holy, we gotta go film some of that. But so right now it should be almost at top temperature, and then we're gonna hold it at the top temperature for 4 or 5 hours. There's been so many people helping out with this, and that's one of the most fun things about a wood kiln is it's like this whole community thing. You can't do it on your own, you need other people. And so you have this wood kiln that's huge, so you have other people, room for other people's pots. Anyway, I'm sure I'll talk a lot about that because that's been one of the coolest things. Morning.
Hey, saw your car.
I know. What's going on?
Hot.
How we doing?
Hot.
Where are we at? How's the night been?
Hot.
Yeah. So how often right now are you stoking it?
Probably every probably 3 minutes. 2200 and 2220 to 2260. All the columns are right down.
There he is.
It's early.
Especially if I pass out like I did last time.
Oh, I can see it.
8. That's going down there.
Oh yeah, now it's piping out of there.
push them in and then drag it out. Yep. Push down pressure on the...
All right, so I think we've reached the top temperature we're gonna reach, or so Matt says. So now we're gonna blow salt in here. So I don't know what that looks like, but I'm gonna find out soon. Help him with the salt, man. Wood.
I mean, you can definitely wood fire without salting, but I love salt glaze, so maybe eventually I'll build a second wood kiln that I don't put salt in, but for now, one's enough.
Maybe I'll build a second wood kiln.
You can build like a little fast fire updraft wood kiln.
Yeah, not a big one. All right, we are at the tail end now. After the salt goes in, fire it 1 hour more, and then it's done. And you look in there and you see the pots, they look like they're very close to being done. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're pretty much at the very end of firing. John just put the last stoke of wood in the kiln because we fired for an hour after putting the salt in the kiln, and I think after salting we did go back to 2350 at least once or twice, but right now it's only 2250 in the front, but the purpose mainly was to get it heated back up and get all the excess salt burned out through the kiln. And now we're getting ready to open up all the ports. It's going to get even hotter under the shed. We're going to crash cool. It'll take about an hour and a half to crash cool down to 1500 degrees, and then we'll close everything up and let it cool slower from then on.
We're all done now. It's finished. You can see how far I am away. This is probably like 4 feet away from the kiln, and it's just heat. You can just feel the heat coming off the bricks. Now we can actually see the pots because there's not giant amounts of flame in front of it. And they all look great, hopefully. So everything's open right now so that we can fast cool it. All right, it's all sealed up. 3 days we'll be back to unload it. It's at 1500 degrees right now, so basically we're cooling it as slow as possible. Right?
Yeah, I'm recording all the temperature readings.
Guys, it is my last day in Seagrove. So I am headed right now over to Matthew Kelly's place, and today is the unloading of the wood kiln. So we got the door unbricked yesterday so it could cool overnight, so we'll just be able to walk in there and take pots out. It's crazy. This adventure has been amazing. I have learned so much. I have developed a very deep desire to possibly build a wood kiln, which is not a small commitment. You know, that's like probably 2 years. Matthew and I have talked a lot about me building a wood kiln, which involves building the kiln shed, getting the concrete laid, then getting all the brick, which is just a ton of brick, and then laying it out. And it has to be very meticulously planned. So I might be doing that. What do you think? Throw me a comment down in the comments if you think that I should build a wood kiln. It'd certainly create a lot of good video ideas. Super happy I came. Got a ton out of this trip. Matthew and I have become really good friends, and I think it will definitely not be my last time in Seagrove, and I'm pretty sure Matthew will be coming to Minnesota probably multiple times in the next few years, especially if I'm building a wood kiln. Alrighty, let's go to Matthew. I'm the only one here right now, so I can't really unload by myself, but I'm just gonna show you in here exactly what it looks like. So, look at that. So pretty much my only piece in the front here is this bowl, and it looks dope. So cool. So the thing about this front and why it looks kind of gray and blah is because these are just blasted with ash. So wood ash and salt just get blasted up here, and so that's why these are kind of gray and whitish. They're not quite as colorful as they'll get towards the back, you know, but for 40 hours these are just getting wood ash like pounded on it, and then at the end you're blowing that salt in here, which some of the salt does get all the way to the back, but a lot of it gets blasted onto these pieces in front. And what's so cool about wood firing and salt firing is that this piece had no glaze on the outside, but now it has like a sheen, like it's glazed. So that's one of the super cool things is you don't actually have to glaze everything because all these bowls had no glaze on the outside and now they have a total finish, you know what I mean?
It's man, it's, well, you don't know what to expect. That's one of the great things about wood firing is it's like you just, I mean, you have some idea, but there'll be a lot of variation. There's a couple, yeah, John reached in yesterday.
I'm super impatient, so I reached in and pulled these out, and these are crazy. You cannot get results like this in an electric kiln, or probably a gas kiln either.
You can do gas salt fired, but yeah, it's still, yeah, not, it won't be exactly the same.
Say I'm very excited would kind of be an understatement.
Yeah, I was like, don't burn yourself. He's like reaching in the side stoke hole, like trying to grab a mug without touching the wall.
I'm not gonna show every pot because that would be ridiculous, but.
For you to grab to begin with. So we stand.
Don't remember how I glazed it. You, actually this, well, don't know. Just kidding. Oh, these looks really good. So these are two of mine. Not even, what are we, an eighth of the way through? It's just so interesting. Like sometimes you can pull out a piece and you're kind of like, oh, like it's brown, you know? But then like it's just, there's so much depth and interest to it. That wasn't me. Of these carved mugs back here that I'm super excited about. Isn't that sweet?
I'm a big fan.
Look at that giant pot. Who could make that?
Only a fool or a madman.
Look at that.
So I put a
Whoa.
wad here and I put it up against the post so that we would get that little effect right there.
That.
One of these is going to stay here with me.
That was your idea. You definitely are entitled to that. You said you got to make some of those faceted
Oh,
ones.
that one fell down. It still
worked, or still
Yeah.
provided. Wow. That is just.
I told you to bring carved mugs. Oh, this one looks like a birch log or
Yeah.
something. Dude, I'm gonna have a hard time deciding which one I want.
Pretty. Sam's got the next
It can be
one
yours
now.
for $8,000.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Don't clink 'em.
But it even feels right in your hand.
It does.
Somehow,
It does. I
somehow,
feel that.
like the thumb,
It
thumb
actually,
thing.
like, you can
That's
actually
crazy.
hold it.
It
That's
really
crazy
feels
that
like a
it's-
giant, pitcher, I guess.
Like, you could literally like just drink water out of that. Like if someone's like trying to drink a gallon a day, just like fill us up in the morning.
There you go. The like water challenge that people do.
Blue, but then this doesn't look like my ash glaze, so I don't know. What is around there?
Could just be on a different clay, maybe?
Yeah,
like
that's probably what it is.
this is the fire. That is giant.
Probably the ones that I glazed.
Oh man, the handle's separated a little bit.
It's nice of you to grab my pot for me out of here, Matthew.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Is grabbing the large piece.
Sorry, guys.
You gonna show that one?
Well,
You're gonna have to go visit my YouTube channel to see Matthew take that out of the kiln.
it's nice.
It's like gorgeous.
Nice.
All the mugs on this shelf
Turned out.
are mine.
It makes the blue this time, and when I look
So,
at the notes, I'm like, oh no, I really
It's gonna be fun to unload a bunch of Mako too back there.
last time.
Wow, those are super cool. Look at that.
It's not.
All right, we can unload them. I got what I need.
All right, everyone, we're clear to touch John's mugs.
These turned out sweet.
This is some of John's best work right here.
I've got them on a little rotating carousel. I like that matte iron.
Yeah, these
So
are
much.
sweet.
There's
Very
these
cool.
two as well, little swirly guys.
So this is, I'm sure, is Mako. I bet this is like probably Aurora green over sandstone or something. I can see it's WF15, so I can look in my notebook and tell you exactly what it is. And then sandstone. Looks like we got a little pinhole issue on that one.
John definitely earned.
John has definitely earned his space in the kiln.
Says everybody except for Matthew. This is definitely a Mako glaze. I bet that this, whoa, I almost dropped it, is lavender mist. That is very nice.
Ooh, it is. Ooh, it is.
Ooh.
But it's over something else, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or
I think
just-
I bet it's lavender mist like with winterwood under it or something.
March Madness mode
Almost.
What do you think we have here?
Ooh. Well, I'm very happy so far. Nothing's like, I guess that one dripped over there a little bit, but that's plain sandstone. I'll probably refire those in my electric kiln. That's really nice.
Blue, maybe.
Yep, I bet that's Norse blue. Really cool. Looks good.
Patty wants you.
There's another Norse blue. This stuff is gonna be for sale April 11th. Maybe it broke.
And we have coasters. But I've never had a dot inside of the dot.
Oh, so it's like two-toned of each dot is. Yeah.
And it resisted around so well that it's just amazing.
It's one of Matt's planters. What? No, I'm talking about this. I'm talking to the camera. So that's super cool. I just pulled this one out. This was one that I sent early, and Matt glazed it in his rutile. And I guess it gets this purpley color in the back. Depending on the clay it's on, it'll turn purple. So I use this white bee clay with grog from Continental Clay. That looks really good too. That's amazing, the difference that clay makes.
Because I was trying to correct, and I realized big old glass beads that were in this. That
Oh, that's cool.
way
So
down.
these are all glass beads that you put in there when it was bisquing, right? Or like
Yeah, when
in
it
the
was
clay.
green, when it was green, yep.
So these were actually pots that I glazed at my place, my studio, and then sent them after they had been bisqued. So this is lavender mist in a wood kiln, carved, and then this is Norse blue. This is one of mine that they glazed for me. Those are actually quite brilliant. What are your thoughts so far?
Looks pretty amazing. I'm happy. Nothing, no catastrophes as far as I can count. Like just.
Except for the one jar that I busted.
Yeah, well, catastrophes from actually firing.
Right, that was
There's
an
probably like a handful of pieces that broke, but
And that's it.
and that's it.
We got it all unloaded. What is that, 11:30 right now? So I was like maybe 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Pretty early.
Pretty quick.
And just a few of the favorite things. We're gonna talk about a few of our favorite things. So you got, obviously this jug turned out, giant, and it's awesome. Couple of my favorite things that, I really liked all the stuff that I did with Massey's glazes. So this is an ash glaze over
Yeah, just my royal blue.
the royal blue glaze. So I had a bunch of stuff like that, and then Matthew told me that I should bring some of these carved ones that I've been doing, these faceted, and they turned out really, really sweet. So these were kind of towards the front, so they have a ton of salt and ash buildup on there. Those are pretty amazing. I'm gonna have a hard time selling these guys.
One of them staying here.
Yeah.
I already told him that.
And then a lot of, the glazes that you do are just really, really cool. So this is one of my, I don't even know. You don't even know what this is.
I think that must just be my ash clay. Then it just got on a different clay and got good reduction or something.
Yeah, I think this is that raku clay from Continental Clay. So what about you? What came out? That one is sweet.
Yeah, this is probably one of the best. I've never seen this. I do peacock flatter bowls, but this one is way more true peacock than I've ever seen. Those little dots within dots. Yeah, of course, one of the biggest pieces I've ever made. Was definitely a great firing, and yeah, a lot of fun to hang out for 6 days.
Yeah, really eye-opening for me. I've been talking to Matthew pretty much nonstop about how he built this, how I would build one, like where I'd build one. So might be a summer project this summer and next summer. Maybe 2022 would be the year for me. So we'll see.
Yeah, it means I'd have to go to Minnesota.
Yeah, probably multiple times, and spend a lot of time on the phone and FaceTime and Zoom. But yeah, my next sale is gonna be April 11th. So any stuff that I have that I feel like I want to sell that I can part with, I will have up April 11th. When's your sale?
April 30th. I believe
April
it is.
30th.
Yeah.
So if you guys see any pots you liked, you might be able to get them then. So,
Yeah.
all right. Matthew's gonna do the outro here, so he can.
Thank you guys. See you in the next video.